Welcome back to Top 5. Brighton Trunk Murders, 1934. In the 1930s, the Brighton Trunk murders shocked the UK when the dismembered body parts of a woman were discovered stuffed inside several trunks. The victim was identified as Mary Martha Crutchley, who had disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The investigation led to George W. Smith, a traveling salesman who was ultimately convicted of her murder. The gruesome nature of the crime captured public attention and became a defining moment in criminal history. 9. Murder of Jeffrey Howe, 2001. The murder of Jeffrey Howe, a homeless man in New York City, is a chilling example of violence among the vulnerable. After being lured into an apartment, Howe was brutally killed and dismembered by William "Billy" Ray Smith. The parts of his body were found scattered throughout the area, leading to a swift investigation and eventual conviction of Smith. This case highlighted the dangers faced by those living on the fringes of society. 8. Murder of Jun Lin, 2012. The murder of Jun Lin, a Chinese international student in Montreal, became infamous due to the shocking nature of the crime. Luca Magnotta, a self-proclaimed actor, murdered Lin, dismembered his body, and filmed the act, posting it online. Magnotta's eventual arrest and trial drew international attention, making this case one of the most notorious instances of dismemberment in recent history. 7. Kowlang River Body Parts Murder, 2004. In Singapore, the discovery of dismembered body parts in the Kowlang River in 2004 sent shockwaves through the community. The victim, Huang Na, was a young girl whose body was found in several pieces. The case led to the arrest of her killer, Ko Siong Ron, who was later convicted. The brutality of the crime and the age of the victim made this case particularly harrowing. 6. Murder of Karen Hearn Slover, 1998. The murder of Karen Hearn Slover in the United States was a particularly gruesome case. After a tumultuous relationship, her ex-boyfriend Joshua Ford killed her and dismembered her body, hiding the remains in various locations. The brutal nature of the crime and the motive behind it shocked the community, leading to Ford's conviction and a life sentence. 5. Murder of Marta del Castillo, 2009. The case of Marta del Castillo, a Spanish teenager, marked a tragic turn in the fight for justice. After being killed by her ex-boyfriend, her body was dismembered and discarded by her accomplices. Despite extensive searches, the body was never fully recovered, leading to a public outcry for justice. This case highlighted the issues of gender violence and the failures in the judicial system, making it a haunting tale of loss. 4. Eli Matsunaga, Once Upon a Crime, 2012. In Brazil, the case of Eli Matsunaga, who murdered her husband and dismembered his body, gripped the nation. After a tumultuous marriage, Matsunaga shot her husband and then meticulously cut up his body, hiding the parts in various places. Her trial revealed a complex story of betrayal and revenge, leading to her conviction and a long prison sentence. This case is notorious not just for the crime but for the media frenzy that surrounded it. 3. Orchard Road Body Parts Murder, 2008. The Orchard Road Body Parts murder in Singapore involved the dismemberment of Yuki Shimizu, a Japanese expatriate. Her partner, Julius Lim, was found guilty of killing her and disposing of her body in a gruesome manner. The crime shocked the nation, leading to a lengthy trial and Lim's conviction. The brutality of the dismemberment and the location of the crime made it particularly infamous. 2. Murder of Katarzyna Zawada, 1998. In Poland, the murder of Katarzyna Zawada became notorious after her dismembered body was discovered in a forest. The crime was committed by Marek G., who had a history of violence against women. The brutal nature of the crime and the lack of remorse shown by G. during the trial horrified the public, making this case one of the most infamous in Polish criminal history. 1. Mapan Massacre, 1997. At the top of our list is the Mapan Massacre, a harrowing event in Colombia where paramilitary groups dismembered the bodies of their victims. Over 30 people were killed, and many were subjected to gruesome acts of violence, including dismemberment. The case highlighted the atrocities committed during the Colombian armed conflict and the ongoing struggle for justice. With its sheer brutality and the number of victims, the Mapan Massacre stands as a chilling reminder of the depths of human violence.